3, 2, 1.
Damn.
What?
Nothing. It's just the best gift ever. It's like 2 cop cars full of cops come up and they start asking this guy where this little girl is. And all of a sudden he starts crying. He's like, I don't know. And one of the cops says, put them all down. Pokes him and says, there's the little girl. Then they drive off shooting their guns in the sky.
What?
I liked it. Here.
Huh.
What?
I thought we were counting down. What happened?
We are. Okay, start.
And then
I just
Riker-
heard TJ 3, 2, 1. So these cop cars are like, I'm like, what?
All right. Well, I'm gonna leave that in. Welcome to the podcast, the
Oh
Good
my
Talk
God.
podcast. Oh man. Introductions from the top down.
Top down.
Top down.
My top.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're top. You're
Yeah.
I'm
top.
definitely not bot. I'm Riker.
Legal insurance.
I'm Zergy.
And I'm TJ.
No, you're not.
Oh wow, my whole life is a lie.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So
I was gonna finish that sentence, but then I cut it off with a cough. So, first topic, Zergy.
I
No,
don't know.
TJ.
Nope, no. I
TJ
think
got
we
first
should
topic.
start everything off, like every podcast off with a
Hypothetical.
hypothetical question.
Alright. Gosh.
What, you don't like that?
No, I'm down. It's
Are you
just, it's
sure?
just gonna get really weird from the beginning.
I think it's a good option to break the
Oh,
ice.
let's go,
Unfortunately,
Lego.
I don't have a hypothetical question.
Hypothetically,
Alright,
if you had a
alright.
question.
Alright,
Oh,
so-
okay, yeah. Okay, that's a good one. Hypothetically, if I had a hypothetical question, what would that hypothetical question be?
No. So hypothetically, if I wanted to start a podcast, every podcast with a hypothetical question, what should we use? Oh man.
Alright.
All right.
Strong start.
All right. Well, I don't have we'll come back to the hypothetical question. So, GTA 5 release dates have been confirmed.
They have,
Fuck my life.
The
so they're coming out, man. Right?
for the peasants, they're coming out November 18th, and for the PC Master Race, they're coming out January 27th.
Wait. So the peasants.
January.
January.
Yeah,
Consoles,
wait. What game
November.
are we talking about?
GTA 5.
Hey, aren't they? Isn't that already out for the consoles? What?
PS4 and Xbone.
Isn't it already out for that?
No, it's
No.
not out for the next gen. Or
Current
current
gen.
gen, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's out for like Xbox 360 and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what I played it on.
but
I'm just ready for that online, dude. Me and you two. Oh my god,
But-
you and TJ.
we have to
we're
wait till
just gonna be-
2015,
We have to wait till fucking the
like a
beginning
month in
Yeah.
to
So
2015.
it's okay, dude. It's okay because whenever it gets here, it's gonna be worth it. Look.
I
worth
mean,
it. Well, look.
But
We are
the
gonna
thing
be.
is,
We're gonna be rolling around, group of 3, robbing banks, killing other groups. Just oh my god, we're gonna share the best pad. We're gonna get rich together. It'll be like the Arma 3 Altus life we never had.
my fear is that if you're gonna release a version of the game for a different platform 3 years or 2 years, 2 years after its initial release, that like player base is gonna die down significantly, and I don't want to fucking buy a $60 game or however much it's gonna be on PC to just have like 5 people besides my friends playing. You know, like I want GTA. It's fun when there's a shitload of people in there and shitload of stuff is going on, and you know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm afraid of with how far the release date is ahead, because I don't want it to die out, especially if they're being as shitty as they have been with releasing patches and stuff.
well,
yeah, dude.
Fucking, we still don't have.
yeah, we still don't have heists.
Yeah.
No mention of it in the announcement either for next gen. Just nothing. Just nothing.
Oh yeah,
And
we're gonna
also-
advertise the shit out of it whenever we're gonna put the game out. But
Also-
whenever we put the game out, we're not gonna fucking have it.
Also, Rockstar said that they want to. I think they came out with this today. That they want to work on the PC game more, work on it more, and which I think is total bullcrap because they also said that the PC version has been in development since 2012. 2012.
So they need 3 years. Really? All right.
I mean, granted, it could have been the end of 2012, but
All right.
Yeah.
So let's get a joke going. All right, guys.
get a what?
So, all right. So a bear walks into a bar, and the bartender asks him, "What'll it be, pal?" The bear says, "Gin." So the bartender reaches down, he pours the gin, he sets it on the table.
I don't know
and
a
then,
bee named Jen.
And then the bear says, "And tonic." The bartender says, "Why the big paws?"
Oh my gosh.
The bear looks down at his hands and says, "I don't know. My dad had them too."
What?
And
Where
then
did
the
this
bear
come
mauled
from?
the bartender to death and was put down.
Yeah, and stole the honey.
I thought the joke was gonna end a long time ago. A bear walks into a bar. Turns out bears don't like bars.
Turns out the fucking bar is full of people with guns and they just unload on the fucking bear. Like, if a fucking bear walked into anything, I would grab the nearest fucking sharp object and...
Sharp object? You wouldn't play dead like they tell you to?
No. I would not play dead.
Why not?
I'm not that confident. Yeah, man. Like, this is gonna work. Like, I would think the worst. I would think like, okay, if I'm so unlucky as to where a bear would fucking walk into the same room I'm in, I'm not gonna fucking be as lucky as to survive.
It was a joke.
Like,
You guys are just taking it way too. What are you doing? It's my joke. It's a beautiful joke.
I mean, realistically,
Your
though.
joke was unbearable. Come on. Sorry.
Oh man, that brought a tear to my eye. Oh man, I've raised you right, Zergy.
Oh man.
Fun fact, TJ
So-
is my father.
So real quick before we get to a topic, can someone help? Like, I kind of get the gist of it, but what's the difference between a constable? Like, what's he do that's different?
What?
Than
A
cops?
what?
No idea.
Constable.
A constable.
Constable.
Like a mayor?
No, the law enforcement officer voted in.
Like he's
Constable.
just the lead guy.
No.
Like he's like the sheriff, right?
I see. I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I mean, I hear Zergy googling it, but I
Yeah.
Google it.
Like
I
Zergy
Google
Yeah,
it.
has
I have no idea what it is.
nothing.
It's
Like, I googled it and it just says
a constable is the lowest rank of police officer. Believe that.
you have to be
I don't-
voted in to the lowest rank of police officer. Really?
I don't believe that.
I mean, from what I've
I would think is a deputy like bigger than that, or is a fucking a police academy trainee bigger?
no, like because from what I've collected from the show Justified, not Injustified, Justified, is that
Injustice.
you
God's
have to
among
be
us.
is that is that you have to be elected into it. You have to pay for it, like your car and the lights and everything yourself, and you have to supply your own gun. So you're basically
What?
like a state hired security guard.
Wow.
But you do a lot of paperwork and you get paid for the amount of paperwork you do, and you also do cop duties as well. So like patrols and stuff, and you make like a teacher salary.
Wow. That 20K a year though.
No, I think it's actually like 35K for constables.
They have constable definitions for every fucking state, so I think it varies. Like every fucking state has its own. Oh my god, South Carolina has like 8 paragraphs of its fucking constable definition. whilst West Virginia has 1 sentence. So I think this can vary, but yeah, I think
Yeah.
from what I'm getting is you're just the lowest rank of your parish or your whatever your city, and you yeah.
Huh.
Constables.
Good talk.
Talk.
Yeah, see, I saw a constable sitting, like, whenever I got home today, there was a constable just chilling, kind of rolling around. I was like, what the fuck does he do?
Rolling
Because I see him
around
in
your
armor,
house.
too. No, well, I mean, he was going down the street, and then I saw him a little later when I was going to work.
Yeah.
Does his car say constable?
Yes, and it
Oh.
doesn't look like a traditional police car. It looks like one that he provided and painted himself. It doesn't even have
Painted
lights
himself.
on the top.
He brought out the
Well,
magic markers,
that's-
coloring
well,
all
like,
over the side of it.
well, like it,
How do you spell constable again? Stabele. Yeah, that
oh
sounds
shit, I
right.
fucked it up. White out, white out, white out.
Yeah,
White out.
white out.
Fuck, my car's blue. Shit.
No,
He's
it was
got different
actually
colored
white, which
doors
was cool.
and a different colored hood on him. He's got that one spare tire still on his
He's
car.
got fucking. He just said fucking put flames on it.
Police constable. Fuck yeah.
No, but I mean, yeah.
All right, guys. I have a touchy subject. All right.
Oh,
This one's gonna bring some flack probably.
Let's
oh.
do it.
All right. Domestic abuse versus equality. So, have you guys heard of what happened with Ray Rice, the NFL player? The
How
Ravens?
he knocked someone out?
He knocked his wife out in an elevator.
Knock the
in,
fuck
in,
out.
in a dispute. It's
Wait,
kind of hard to
just
see.
knock a bitch out.
It's kind of hard to see on the videotape if she spit at him or he spit at her, but they were facing each other. Something happened. Distance was very scarce between them. They were right up in each other's faces.
Yeah, they're in an elevator. I saw the video.
Yeah, but they were like in the
didn't.
corner of the elevator. Like they were like there was nobody else in it, and they were just
So
the
he
only
was,
people in it, and
so
there was
like
still not
someone
as much space as there could be.
someone spit, something happened, and
Yeah.
he was just like, clack, knock a bitch out.
Something happened. Space was created finally. A punch was thrown by him. She retaliated a little bit, and then he knocked her the fuck out.
Yeah,
My-
like she hit the wall and everything, and then
Oh my God.
he drags her out of the elevator,
Yeah.
Damn.
and
Now-
they married.
Yeah, and it's pretty like hypocritical of the NFL for what they did because the case was like the whole case was open before like recently, like it happened a while ago, but the video wasn't released.
Yeah,
Nothing.
Yeah.
They kept Ray Rice on the team. They had a little bit of an investigation, but when the video was released, that's whenever he got suspended from the NFL indefinitely. So Ray Rice didn't technically get suspended for beating his wife. He only got suspended for the video
dragging
being
her out of
released.
the elevator.
The
No,
video being
no.
released.
Well,
Because-
did they know
yeah.
about the video?
They knew it existed, but nobody saw it. And there are allegations that people within the NFL's legal department saw it, but they didn't release it to team managers and stuff like that. So, but with all that aside, I just want to bring up the whole issue, domestic abuse and equality, because I find it very hypocritical of the feminist movement to go for feminist or women's rights and say, women should be able to be firefighters, women should be able to be in the military, and not only be in the military, but be in infantry and, be combat lifesavers and all this. But then our fire department and our military, they lower the standards for the women. Like, instead of the carrying weight for a firefighter to be the absolute minimum that they can carry, in a life or death situation, they lower that even more for women. So it's like, you want to be equal, but then again, no, you don't, because we're lowering these standards for you so you can fit in. If you want to be the true definition of equal, then you should be able to get knocked the fuck out whenever you throw a punch. Like, I know in the video that doesn't necessarily say that that's what she did, but she did retaliate. She came toward him.
But he punched
Rice,
first.
I don't think Ray Rice was fearing for his life. I'm not defending Ray Rice at all.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
just using his story to make it more relevant into what's going on right now.
Yeah, it's more.
There's cases, that show the opposite, where a dude can actually fear for his life a woman bigger than him, not only bigger than him, but just in the fact that she's throwing punches at him and he doesn't want to get hurt. Like,
Yeah.
if you want to be treated as a man's equal, then just like I will punch out a fucking man if he comes at me, I should be able to fucking punch you out.
That's what I'm saying. If you're in like a public dispute with a woman, they happen, things get heated, like just anywhere in public, like in a mall, and she just decides that she's gonna like slap or punch you across the face. and just continuously do that, and she doesn't stop, I'm gonna punch her in the face.
Yeah,
It's what's gonna happen.
there's a huge like misinterpretation of entitlement that a lot of, I don't want to uh, brand women in any way, but they feel like they are untouchable. Some of them, like
They feel like they need they
I feel like socially they do. Like not necessarily every woman that
yeah
you find in a room will think that, but as a social culture, you can't hit a woman. No, are you crazy?
yeah
That's
they all think they deserve like some sort of special treatment.
yes, and
But they still want to be equal.
yeah,
It's like they
yeah.
want to be equal in some places, but treated better other places.
Yeah,
It's
and
just,
Yeah.
I don't agree with domestic abuse at all. Like it's different
no,
when it
that's
is.
the thing.
Yeah, it's
That's
different when it
whenever it's a
is.
drunken dad coming home hitting his wife across the face and then
Yeah,
kicking the kid. That's different.
yeah.
But
I
whenever it's an actual like debate that just escalated,
yeah. If it's like a
I
fucking,
mean,
if it's the equivalent to a bar fight as two dudes would have, like,
see
then
that
you should be able to protect yourself. Like
they're calling it, like you said, they're calling it abuse, like domestic abuse, right?
yeah,
That's what they're saying. Well, see, now he is at fault and he does deserve whatever
yes,
punishment he gets, but they shouldn't label it as abuse. They should have labeled it as a fight or a
yeah.
domestic dispute
Yeah, I
that got out
agree
of hand.
100%. Yeah,
Like it shouldn't
it
be
shouldn't be called
considered
abuse,
it shouldn't be
at
considered
all.
a man beating his wife.
Yeah,
I mean, if she retaliated, then
yeah. There was
Well,
obviously.
it became a fight.
I mean, she did retaliate, TJ. There's no doubt
Yeah. Well,
about that.
no, she
Or she
retaliated
tried.
because he hit first. He
Yeah,
swung
I'm not.
first
I'm not
because
saying
he
she
didn't like
shouldn't
what
have
she
retaliated.
said.
Yeah, I'm not saying she shouldn't have retaliated, but
Yeah,
it
no.
shouldn't be abuse. Like she did
But
not kneel in the corner as he punched her in the fucking face. Like,
Yeah, it
he
wasn't
punched
just like
her or he did something
excessive.
to her. She came back and he did it again. It was if he wouldn't have knocked her out, there would have been a scuffle and there would have been more punches thrown by both sides. Is what I'm saying. She wasn't. As soon as the
Yeah.
altercation started, she did not kneel in that corner and take it. It was not abuse.
See,
That
like
is true. That is
abuse
true.
is to treat a person with violence like regularly or repeatedly and just be really cruel but if
Yeah.
it's like a one-time occurrence in which they both are hitting each other, it's not abuse, if it's
Yeah.
if it's a two-way thing.
And I give the NFL a lot of the fault too with how they handled it, because if it is true that they had their hands on this evidence before it was released to the public, and this case has been going on, that's irrefutable that the case has been going on before the actual decision that the NFL made existed, then
Yeah.
that's the NFL's fault. Like they should not uh, look at it
Hold that back.
as they should not look at it as holding one side higher than the other. Just like I'm defending the men in this situation, I'm also defending her. She should have the right to have a fair investigation into the fight that
She's
went on.
to whatever evidence is
Not just because
known.
he's an NFL player, and not just because she's a girl. Like
Yeah.
there should be no prejudice between either
No
side.
bias, yeah.
Yeah. So both the sides are at fault. I mean, it was a fight. It wasn't abuse. It was a fight.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. Yeah. It was a fight.
And he definitely started the fight, and it's definitely his fault.
Yeah.
But it was not abuse. It was a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the fucking NFL totally handled it really poorly.
Yeah. They handled it like we're not gonna do anything, and then it's like once evidence comes out, it's like, oh, okay, we better do something.
Yeah. And then even that, just indefinitely taking him out of the NFL, even kind of just it made me feel like they were doing it just
because the video came out.
Yeah, and they did it to an extreme to where they basically banned him from the NFL indefinitely. That's a really extreme thing to do.
Yeah.
For a fight,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or NBA players get into fights on the job, when
Yeah, they charge them out.
Yeah, in the playoffs, shit gets hairy, and people start throwing punches, people start pushing people down,
Yeah.
and that's on the job, and they get they get suspended for a game or two, but this, since it's a woman, no, you're out of the NFL indefinitely. There's no way
you're not allowed to touch a football ever again.
Yeah, and I think it's totally just really, it's not a fair
It's just shit. It's just
outcome.
shit. It's not fair for either of them. Even, I mean, he doesn't deserve anything, but it's not fair for either of them either.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to mention, I mean, people, they get caught with like weed or steroids, they get suspended for 2 games, and then
Yeah.
a fight happens, and he gets suspended indefinitely.
Yeah. Agreed.
It's
They
like
totally-
they undercut his like his what is it like what's the word I'm looking for?
Well, what
Like
are they?
didn't have a severe of a punishment. There we go. And then like because the video wasn't out, it's like okay, you're just under investigation. And then once the video came out, it's like oh, we better freak out and do something.
Yeah. They totally.
And
just
then they
went
just
overboard and
overboard,
did the
yeah.
most harsh thing they could pretty much do in their power, like just to prove a point. It seems like I don't know. It's kind of dumb to me. Like
I think they
something
did it because they were scared they'd get too much flack for
Yeah.
not doing anything.
And that's sad that they should catch flack in the first place just because it was a woman. Like if it would have been the story Ray Rice got into a fight, outside of a mall or in an elevator with another guy, and Ray Rice won that fight, honestly, I think a lot of people would, there'd be less of a outcry on it, and the NFL would be like, okay, brush it off his shoulder, do a few things to, like give him some small slap on the wrist, and then that's it. But
Like a fine or something. Like, what
Yeah.
if he was gay?
yeah, then that's a hate
And
crime
he got
automatically.
no
Not-
what? No, what if he was
Oh,
gay?
Ray Rice is gay?
And if Ray Rice was gay and he got in a fight with his boyfriend, like would that be the same thing? Like would they flip out like that?
That'd be interesting. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
what they would do in that situation.
That would just be a fight. That would just.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be just
I-
a fight. I don't think
yeah.
they would have. I think they would have probably fined him.
Yeah, and I think people get context really twisted a lot of the times because, say, if Rice was
Ray
a
Weiss.
straight male, Ray Weiss was a straight male, and he beat up a gay guy, but he didn't know the guy was gay. That would, no matter what, it would be labeled a hate crime.
Yeah.
But the context says that he doesn't know. It's different to where if he was like, "You fucking fag, I'm gonna beat your ass. You want to go suck a dick or something like that," and he beat his ass for being gay.
You want to chili dog
Dang, this got
nerd?
rated R real quick.
Then that's a hate crime because he's, obviously lashing
You
out
want a
this
chili
person.
dog nerd?
You want chili dog nerd? Like, so I think context and everything is just so fucking misinterpreted in the media now. Like, can't do certain things. Equality is such a fucking
Ugh.
misconstrued thing now. Like,
Unreachable goal.
equality doesn't mean shit.
It's not, if we even had equality, no one would know it was equality because they wouldn't want it after that point.
Yeah.
They wouldn't want everyone to be equal. They'd want their own little thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Equality
think
does
they-
not equal
they'll-
equality.
Everyone wants their entitlements. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an unfortunate, thing that
Oh my gosh. Should
our
not have
culture goes through, but yeah.
that was a good topic there. Good pick.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
was,
I was kind of surprised that you guys agreed with me on that. I thought I'd have to prove
Thought
my
you'd
point. I
have
thought
to
you guys would be like,
crawl outside
"Why
the
you-"
pit.
Yeah, I thought you guys
The
would like
death pit.
fucking call me a punk for saying that it's all right to hit a woman back.
Yeah.
Nah,
no.
dude,
No.
I'm
I've always agreed with that. I remember how long ago was it? Back when Inuyasha was it? No, it wasn't Inuyasha. It's Yu Yu Hakusho on Adult Swim. Like
I got the
spirit
first
gun.
one. But...
I remember Inuyasha. I don't know what the hell.
Yu Yu
Yeah.
Hakusho. It came on right after Inuyasha.
Is,
Yu
is
Yu
that his
Hakusho.
retarded cousin or?
What? No. No, it's about.
Yeah, I'm the vampire demon.
But it was about this. It's about like this whole like spirit energy, and this like one kid gets taken into can like jump between reality and the spirit realm, and in the spirit realm there's these like
Realm.
spirit wars and battles going on, and he has to like balance school and this spirit battle thing, and
Yeah.
but anyways, there's like this episode where one of the characters was in a fight with a girl in his like life death situation. He's like, oh, I'm never gonna hit a girl, I can't do that.
Oh
They're
my
all
God.
like, oh my gosh, you have to kill her, and I can't do it, I can't do it. And I'm just sitting there going, she wants to kill you, why
Yeah.
don't you do something?
Right.
Hey, by the way, Happy 11th birthday, Steam.
No, yeah.
Seems turned
Steam
11.
Steam turned 11. Yeah.
Yeah, Steam's 11 years old
Happy
today.
birthday.
My.
I guess you know what picture you have to put up for this podcast.
Oh
DJ.
yes, I do.
Yeah.
You should put you should change that and put the host name under there.
Alright,
You,
I'll do
What?
that.
What are we doing? What?
yeah, I'll show you later.
What?
Can you see the links right
Oh, no, I don't think he can. Here, I'll
Wait,
repost the link. Oh wait, no.
Links from
Where is it?
9
There it is.
9.
Oh
Oh, and it's 11/11. Make a wish, guys.
no, thanks.
Wow, fuck you.
Maybe later, okay?
Oh.
All right. Click the link I just posted and scroll all the way down to the bottom.
I'm just looking at them all because they're cool.
You've seen them all, right? What?
Oh, no, I haven't. I haven't seen these. Oh, wait, Jane the stripper. What?
What do you mean you haven't seen those?
I haven't seen all the first ones.
This
I
part's
haven't
gonna
seen-
probably need to be cut out anyway, but yeah.
No, wait. What do you? Is this your album?
Since we're cutting it down, is man,
Is
I
this
should
your
not have
album?
eaten that
Oh, the good talk with. Wait, what?
go all the way down to the bottom. The last one.
With Gabe in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gotta be the one.
That's gotta be the one.
But what's all this? This isn't the one I've seen. I haven't seen this one.
Oh. Well, I
Yeah,
thought I
you always
showed
show me the other one with the Daisy pictures.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
That. Alright.
All right.
Back on.
So, new topic, right? We all agree.
Yeah.
All right. Deaths of actors. They come in threes.
Damn.
We had Robin Williams. We had Joan Rivers.
Yeah, Joe.
Yep.
And then recently, like this happened, what, 2 days ago?
Yeah.
We had the death of what's his name? The dude that played Happy
Jaw.
Gilmore's boss with the nail in his head. Yeah, the Jaw.
What?
I don't know what his name is.
I can't
I
remember.
think it's Eric, maybe.
No,
The what?
no, it's not Eric. I had this page. I
Wait,
don't know where
he
all my
played the what?
bookmarks went
Google
for this
is your
podcast.
friend.
He played
Yes,
the what?
it is. It is. It is.
He played the what? The Jaw.
The Jaw.
What's-
From James Bond.
Yeah, and he also played Happy Gilmore's boss with the nail in his head.
Richard Keel.
Richard Keel. Yes, that's who it
Richard
is.
Keel.
Hey, you were right
Keel.
with Eric, I think.
Do you need a
Oh.
picture, Riker?
I'm googling it.
Yeah, I didn't know he had problems. Apparently he broke his leg 2 weeks ago and then he died because of that.
Damn.
What?
Yeah, I don't know how that's a thing. I don't know how
Well,
you can.
he was 74.
He was 74. Like
Yeah.
that's not
Oh,
that
and what did he break?
old if
He
you
Wait,
think
what did he
about
break
it.
though?
but then again, he was
What was it he
74. He was 70. What?
What was it he broke?
His
leg.
leg.
Leg. I mean, I can
Like his
count
leg.
I
I
can
mean-
see it. I can see it because
He
one.
was a voice in Tangled. Anyway, sorry.
Damn. Holy shit.
And he was.
Dude,
and he was
his
in Happy
birthday's
Gilmore.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, his birthday. He was.
Jesus.
He was
And
78.
he died
Oh,
3
he's
days before his
7'2", dude.
Yeah, that's what I was about
He's-
to bring up. I was about to say 74 and 7'2".
And he
so
broke
if
his
he breaks
leg.
his leg,
Yeah,
you know,
he's obviously
that's-
got some sort of miniature version of gigantism.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
gigantism.
Yeah, I'm looking
I
on
can
the
see-
Wikipedia right now. I'm looking at
And
him right now.
people-
He
I mean,
looks. Yeah, he
I can
doesn't
see
look that good for us. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
he does
he looks
not
like he's
look
about to get
healthy.
cancer too.
yeah,
know,
I can see
hey, if he's-
complications.
If he's 7'2", people with gigantism usually don't live past 30 or 40. The fact that he even made it to 72
Yeah.
or 74 is just crazy.
It can be as simple as, ouch, I broke my leg. Oh, there goes my heart rate. Oh, there goes my heart. I'm dead.
Oh god.
You know, like
Yeah,
if you're
'cause-
74, you know,
Yeah, especially like you break it and it's just like everything's trying to work so fast, but your body's just so big,
yeah.
it just goes out. You know, your heart's working too hard.
Oh, he
all the
did.
way.
I
He
can
did
see
voice Entangled.
Yeah, that's what I said, man.
Oh, he did Twilight Zone as
It's
well.
like that happy hour. It's just like that all have 40 hours thing. Man. Fucking-
Oh, he
Oh,
did
the-
the
He did the Wild
2012.
Ones. Oh, I thought that was the one with the Will
He was in
Smith.
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, I just said that.
Oh.
Oh, guys, did you know he's in Happy Gilmore?
He was in Inspector Gadget. I didn't know that.
Hey guys, he's in James Bond.
What's
He
that
plays the
one
Jaw.
1996 comedy that he was in?
Happy
Oh, Happy
Gilmore,
Yeah.
Was he in The Princess
Wait.
Bride?
Wasn't he in a?
No, that was fucking Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Wait. Wasn't he in a movie with Adam Sandler?
No. What?
Happy
No, he's in
Gilmore?
no. He was in a movie with Morgan Freeman.
What? Oh, Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Man, that's too much. That's too much. I can't handle it.
Water sucks.
But yeah, it sucks because we got Robin Williams, and then he committed suicide.
I don't think he counts. Not
What?
Robert Williams. No, Richard. I don't think he counts, man.
What do you mean you
Yeah,
don't
he
think he
counts.
counts?
He's not that famous, man.
What?
I mean, okay,
Let's see how much the Bond movies grossed. Let's see.
but okay,
Yeah,
that
let's see how
movie-
much
talk about
Happy
this.
Gilmore grossed.
Let's talk about this though. Compared to Robin Williams and Jonah Rivers, compared to both of them, Joan Rivers, whatever. Compared to both of them, is he really that famous?
No, but you can't.
What? You can't compare celebrities
them.
like that.
I mean, okay, all right.
No, well, okay. So let's go back to when Will Smith's uncle in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, whatever his name was, I can't remember it. Let's compare him to Michael Jackson.
Was he one of those three?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I didn't know. Let's say, hey. I just started hearing about this whole comes in threes thing. I didn't know that was a
What?
thing. I didn't know.
This
it
has
was
been a
thing,
thing for like
man.
the past 3 years. Like
I
death
blame
comes in
Rooster Teeth.
threes. Oh wait, no, him. The uncle Phil somebody Philip or I honestly why can I
Whatever,
When did
Yeah,
Harold
yeah.
Ramis die?
Huh?
Was
Who?
it last year?
That was
Harold Ramis.
like
Who?
December 30th of last year,
Who?
I think.
Who?
Hold on.
Harold
Let me,
Ramis from Ghostbusters.
Oh. Now, I mean,
He
let's
owns
figure this
Spengler.
way. I'm 16. It started 3 years ago. You said I didn't start getting into movies and actual actors.
James
in the movies
Avery, that's his name.
until like last year. All right.
He died. Guys, he died December 31st, 2013. He was
Damn.
the last death of 2013.
Well, not the last death. But the
No,
last
he was
famous
like the
thing
last
on-
death. He might as well have died at midnight.
I'm sure people died at midnight.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I don't think so, man. I don't think
You
so.
don't think so?
I don't think so. I think he was the last death of
If
2013.
America, was the only planet or the only country.
No,
that was alive, then maybe-
no. Because
No, he
look,
still
listen,
would've
listen,
been the
listen.
last.
America is one of the last countries that goes over the divide of time. Because Australia, they were in 2014, partying into
Damn.
next month.
Damn.
You
You know
know
what?
you know,
You know what?
I-
You know
uh-huh.
what? I agree with you now. See, you brought me over. You brought me over the equator. I got you. I got
You
you. Right?
all right. Thank you. But yeah, I mean,
People like that.
he was the last death of 2013. Like, let's see if they have a time. I don't know
I'm
if
sure
they
that
have
says that on
time.
his headstone.
This is the last death of
The last
2013.
death of
Because it was James Avery. It was Michael Jackson. I don't know if he was one of the three in that month. I know he's one of the three in that year. And then we have
Hold on.
Paul-
Michael Jackson didn't die in 2013.
oh, that's right. No, you're right. Hold on.
Fuck.
Didn't he die in like 09 or 010?
What? No. What? Really? It has no.
Maybe
Really?
2012? Maybe?
2013 deaths. We had James Avery.
2009, yeah.
Really? Has it been that long?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
2012.
It was
Is there?
Nelson Mandela. He was one of the ones in one of the three.
Yep.
And then Paul Walker. He was another one.
Oh,
the other
shit,
one.
yeah. Paul
Yeah,
Walker.
Paul Walker. Gosh, that sucks.
Damn.
I'm still sad about that Paul Walker death though.
Yeah, dude. He was really young.
But yeah, those were the three at the end of that year.
Wait,
Like,
wait.
they
Did you just
died
say you
back
were
to back
upset
to
about
back.
Paul Walker's?
Yeah, man.
You.
Why not?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was thinking Paul Gray for some reason.
I don't know who that is.
And I was
Who's
about to say
Slipknot?
like,
So does
TJ,
that mean
you
he's
don't
not
even like
famous?
Slipknot. No. I mean, what? Wait, what?
Paul Walker.
No, he
or
doesn't- he
Paul-
doesn't count.
Paul
Paul
Gray.
Revis, whatever you said, Paul Gray. He doesn't
Paul
count
Gray.
if he dies
Wow. Yes,
Wow.
he
because he's
does.
not famous.
Yes, he is.
Wow.
I'm pulling a you,
Slipknot,
dude.
man.
I'm pulling a you.
You're pulling a Yui. What?
I'm
An
pulling a
illegal
U.
U-turn.
I'm pulling a
Illegal
Riker.
U-turn. I gotta call 911. I gotta call 911.
Speaking of 9/11.
Speaking of, exactly. Now that we got that out of our system, that was a very you don't even know if this was a topic, which is great.
That I
Conspiracy
brought it up.
theories,
Oh.
All right.
as we know,
ISIS is made up.
that was yesterday.
ISIS is made up. That's ISIS is
Nah,
made up by
I
the
haven't-
government to
I
scare
haven't heard-
people.
I haven't heard that, but
I'm just playing. I don't know if that's true or not, but I mean, it very well could be, but I don't know.
One
I mean,
one
I've
of
heard
the
that
most ridiculous conspiracy theories for 9/11 that I've ever seen
Mhm.
in my entire life
Yeah.
was that the planes were holograms.
yes, I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree. I've seen like videos. Plane or video shocking confirmed. Plane was not even there on 9/11 morning. Confirmed. Hashtag confirmed. You watch the video and the shit is like 240p quality.
Yeah,
You can see the
240p.
plane.
No, not
when
even
it's just
240.
one
It's like 144 quality.
Yeah, like you can see the plane if you can see how many pixels. Like it's one fucking pixel of the plane, so it looks like there's nothing there because the plane's so small. It's just because you have shitty resolution, bro. Like
Yeah,
it doesn't mean
with
it's
your
not
with
there.
your
Dude.
with your flip phone camera quality.
Bro,
Yeah,
the,
dude.
bro, the
Confirmed.
planes,
Clouds are square.
bro,
What is this, Minecraft?
bro, the planes were actually UFOs, bro. You can
Yeah.
tell because it's not a plane; it's a square that flies over that fucking.
You can tell because of the quality.
The Great Cube.
The great cube that changed America.
King Cube.
King Cube.
King
Independence
Christmas.
Day.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where you guys stand on it, but I obviously 100% do not agree with the official story of 9/11.
I don't know, man.
Honestly, I don't even know
can't-
the official story. Like, it was
I-
the official story. Like, it was
gonna have to
hijacked
say
by terrorists by
Yeah.
Afghanistan. You know, Muhammad
I'm
Ali
gonna have
or
to
whatever.
say I
No,
agree
no,
with the
it
official
was-
story.
It
Saddam
was,
Hussein and
It was no, Saddam Hussein had nothing to do with it. That's why the whole we suspected Saddam Hussein because we were in Iran overthrowing his government before in the 90s in Operation Desert Storm and
Nah,
all
we
that.
were just dropping bombs. Shit.
No, we
Yeah,
had
no,
boots
no,
on the
no.
ground, yeah. But the official story is basically a bunch of like mixed terrorist cells. That means Afghanistan, Iran, Saudi Arabia, which is an ally, Saudi Arabia, hijacked
Man, never
four
know that.
jetliners, four American Airlines jetliners, and flew them into Pennsylvania, the Pentagon, and New York. Now, we're gonna just
wait,
isolate.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, there's one that crashed in a field in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
Oh, I didn't
Um,
know about that one. No, I was
you
like
really-
9 at the time, dude.
But
Okay.
forget that. Everybody forget that. Let's isolate New York.
All right, but hold on,
Okay.
hold on. Hold on. I want to let TJ know there were 4 planes. TJ, you've
Yeah.
heard about all 4, right?
Yeah,
2 in the towers, 1 on the Pentagon, 1 in the field that was headed to Washington.
I thought 3 hit the towers. Honestly,
No, 2 hit
because
the
I
towers.
don't.
That's what I'm
Damn.
gonna get to. That's what I'm gonna get to.
Okay, but okay, hold on. I just want to let him know. The official story is 2 hit the towers, 1 for each tower. 1 hit the Pentagon, the outer wall, I think.
Yeah,
and,
I knew about that one.
And then the 4th was on its way to Washington, but the passengers overthrew the plane and
Yeah.
crashed it into a field in Pennsylvania. Overthrew
Yes.
the people who overthrew the plane. Anyway, okay, so what were you saying, Zergy? Isolate New York.
All right, so let's isolate New York. Act like nothing hit the Pentagon, even though there's no video, no actual video proof that anything hit the Pentagon.
Yeah,
There's
there's.
just that video proof does not show a plane.
Yes, it does.
All right, can you find that video?
Yes, I can.
All right,
Alright.
anyway, but
Alright, while
okay.
you're finding that video, in New York, let's isolate New York. 3 buildings went down by
Okay.
2 planes. That math does not add up. 2
All right,
planes.
well,
Hold on, wait. 2
which
planes,
three buildings were there?
Both were, or all 3 were World Trade Centers. There was World Trade Center, the Twin Towers. Both were hit by
Yeah.
planes, clearly. And then, let me see the actual distance of this. About 2 to 4 blocks away, World Trade Center 7 was brought down by confirmed controlled demolition. Now they say they brought the building down for fires, uncontrollable fires. Whenever we see the videos, there's obviously nothing wrong with the building. The building just comes down. Just by throwing all the evidence out, as I'm going to show you guys a 23-minute video after this. I want you guys to watch in your own time, off the podcast and everything, and tell me we can convene the next podcast and tell me what you think. But everything else aside, how did 2 planes manage to take down 3 buildings?
All right, now I can't. All right.
Okay, this took an interesting turn.
Whenever there were World Trade Center 3, World Trade Center 4, World Trade Center 5, World Trade Center 6, they were even closer to the Twin Towers and had no damage.
All right,
they were not brought down.
All right, I can't explain the 2 or 3 blocks things, but you have to understand that if 2 of the World Trade Center, which if you look in this first picture of what you linked, are clearly taller than all the other buildings around them. Now, what you're saying is absolutely correct, and I have no argument for it. But the fact that 2 planes could take down 3, I'm just saying if one of these World Trade Center towers fell over on one of these smaller buildings, it would probably come down too.
Yeah, it would probably come down, but that's not what the case.
All right, yeah, no.
Twin Towers
What
came
you're
down
saying,
in free fall speed directly down.
I have no anything against what you're saying.
And the fact that there were numerous buildings, even closer, right next to ground zero of the Twin Towers, that were not brought down. We're not damaged besides aesthetically,
Yeah.
That it's just the math doesn't add up, and the official story just has so many contradictions, and that's one of the biggest ones that people cannot deny because there are videos of it being come down, and the official story behind it is controlled demolition for uncontrollable fires inside the building.
All right. Well, conspiracy theories we'll get back to, but let's think about this. What do you think caused more deaths? Who died? Okay, did more people die?
More innocent Iraqis died.
No. Did more people die in the building or on the ground below it, with all the first responders and people recording with their phones and everything? Did more people who were actually in the building and jumped out because of the fires or because it went down or whatever die, or did more people down below because of the debris and whatever first responders were there? Did they die? Which caused more casualties?
The building for sure.
The building?
Now
does the plane count because it's attached to the building?
No, we're not talking about people in the plane. We're talking about people who were already in the building.
They died when they went into the building.
They did, but we're not talking about them as those are people in the plane. That's separate, right?
Okay, so just building alone. I would say building alone because there's probably 200 people per building.
All right, but I mean, there's it can be 300 people. I've looked it up. It can be 300 people, so that may make 600 people at that time. It could have been near. But if you watch videos, you see the masses of people that are down there, and watching. And then after it falls, you watch video and you just see how much area all that debris and stuff that fell covered. It just it had to be I don't know if I would say a mile, but it kind of looked like a mile if you scale it. And that's just, if something like that happens, people are going to swarm to it. They're going to crowd around it. It's like if a fight ever happened in your high school when you went there, everyone crowded around, It became more of a group thing than just 2 people going at it. But so whenever planes hit a building as a terrorist attack, people are going to run up and they're going to be like, oh, what happened? And it's fell. So, I mean, I don't know. And it could have been more people in the towers. That's definitely, but I'm just saying there were a lot of people on the ground.
Yes, I agree.
And first responders.
Tower 1, mainly, when it collapsed, people were not expecting it because another point that I have is there's been way less secure buildings that have been on fire for way longer, way more intense fires than just quote-unquote jet fuel. They have not collapsed and have not breached.
This is weird. Okay. Dibs on next talk.
The first tower, I agree that people on the ground were not expecting it, and there are more deaths, than because not only do you have the people inside the building that are trying to get to the bottom that die in the collapse, but you have people on the bottom trying to help those people out and first responders and all that. And I don't think the second tower's collapse brought that many people's deaths on the ground. I don't know for sure because people were probably expecting it. But I would say not only that, but even more people are dying now from 9/11. People are dying now Americans. I'm not talking about Iraqis. Americans from the chemicals and stuff that they breathe.
Inhaled, yeah.
Like people are coming down with so many fucking sicknesses and cancer and stuff from that day alone. From being in there, you know, being around it, like the ashes just spread blocks and blocks away. So yeah, I think, you know, a lot of people died that were not even in the towers. But
yeah, definitely.
I think overwhelmingly, tens of thousands of innocent Iraqis and Afghanistan people died, way more than Americans, following the days of 9/11.
All right, so you were saying that the fires were not long enough and everything like that to make
What
a
was TJ
plane
gonna
fall.
say?
I was gonna say I was gonna say this is interesting because I sent like that imagery link I sent. That's a link of all these things that you're talking about debunked.
All right.
Which is interesting because I thought you were on the same page of these conspiracy theories. You know, some of them aren't true, some of them may be true, and that this doesn't cover. But I was not expecting you to be for these conspiracy theories.
Oh, Zergy's all over the conspiracies, man.
It's not like that. All right, figure 4. I don't know what figure 4 is because that's not a part of the official story. The part of the official story is that columns inside the building collapse, and the middle you can actually see the tower, the little like command tower that goes up. It's like a long fucking thing on the World Trade Center. They said that individual columns within the middle of the tower failed, and that's what caused the inside breach and the free fall of the tower. Figure 4 shows a lean and like an adjacent collapse, which is not in the official story. I'm talking about the official story. I don't know where the fuck they got this.
That's I don't think that's part of that. I think that's just his rendition of how a building could collapse on itself.
It says the
being
towers
hit by a
collapsed due
plane.
to stress and heat of the plane crash.
Yes.
Well, okay, you were talking about how the fires how buildings can sustain much longer fires than
Yeah, steel can, and
now,
then you.
No. But let's look at this. If a fire starts from the inside, you know, and the building sustains it, that's a lot different than getting hit by a big ass jet with, you know, the capacity of like 300 people.
Yeah, and then all the pressure that builds up inside of the building with all the heat and then all the burning papers and
especially
office
after
supplies and bodies.
That immediate impact of the plane, like it was booking it. I mean, it was going fast.
It was going 580
It was going
miles per
500,
hour.
yeah.
Exactly, and it just went straight through the building. You
It
know,
didn't go straight through.
Well, no, not straight through, but it went.
It
you know,
probably
straight
went
into.
probably a good 3/4 in, I would say.
No, well, that's what I meant. I didn't mean like straight through. I just meant it went into the building. It just like it crashed into it, you know.
Right.
And it, like
Yeah.
so that plus the fire, I'd say how long it actually stayed up was impressive for the fact that it got hit with a jet.
Right.
That was it a 737 or 747
I don't know.
plane?
I don't know.
Is
Either
that
way,
even?
it's a jet.
No one knows. Wait, I asked my history teacher too. No one knows.
That's another
Yeah, they
theory.
do.
Wait,
Yeah,
hold
they
on.
do.
Well, hold on. Was the
Can I say this? You guys are
Yeah.
talking about the unbearable heat that caused it to collapse. Now
707.
the
707, so smaller.
the plane did not hit at the base of the tower. The plane hit about, I'd say,
Halfway up. It hit half.
Not-
The
it did
first
not-
one a
it
little
did
bit
not hit
more
half.
than halfway up. Halfway.
Yeah,
More.
it hit near the top of the tower, like near
But that
the middle
pressure,
top.
all right.
All right,
whenever
hold
it
on,
gets hit,
wait. You made your point. It's not the fact that the tower came down. It's the fact how it came down. It came down at free fall speed, which means it had to have been weakened at the bottom, the base of the tower, for it to all come down at once, or else it would have came down dunk 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 dunk.
All right.
It would have came down in sections. It would have came down not as fast as it did, and not within minutes of the first tower coming down. Like, it would have burned as long as the first one did.
All right,
And we would have also seen the first initial
Yeah.
section. Yeah, Mustang agrees. We would have saw the first initial section come down right below where the plane hit. It would have stopped there, and then it would have kept collapsing, even if it was possible, even if physics worked that way. But
All
no,
right.
it came down at free fall speed, as if the fucking ground underneath it was just swept away.
All right, well, if a plane comes down at a downward altitude, which I'm assuming it did because it'd have to come down and hit the building, even if it was a slightly downward, the pressure I was just talking about, where does it go? It goes down. You know, it goes, the pressure just, all that pressure builds up and it just goes straight to the bottom of the building. So the fact that it was weaker on the bottom could have been caused by the pressure that hit the plane brought with it.
And
Riker.
not to mention that the
Right.
first building that came down weakened the second building.
Yeah, because I mean, you see it; it kind of leans and hits it.
It
I can
doesn't.
agree with that.
I don't know if it leans and hits it, but
Right.
I know the pictures show debris hitting the other building, and if you
Definitely.
direct your attention down to 1, 2, 3, picture number 4 on the imager link that I sent, you can see clearly the damage that has been caused on floor 18.
I'm trying to find a good video of the tower
All
collapse.
right, what you guys were talking about, Riker? Let me get to your point. You
Yeah.
said the plane came in at an angle, right?
No,
Well,
it
You
did not
said-
come in
you
an
said-
I'm
angle.
not sure if it did or
Riker says it came in at an angle.
had-
That's
it
why
had-
the pressure was pressurized down, and that's why.
Well,
the
either
tower
way, the
collapsed the way
pressure
that-
isn't going to go
Wait.
up because gravity doesn't work.
Wait,
that
I'm
way.
not saying it's going up, but at an angle, the towers are pretty large. That pressure would have came out again it would have came down way more floors below than where the actual plane hit, but it still would have came out the side. It wouldn't have went all the way down to the base of the tower, Riker, enough to do a complete. Like, if you look at ground zero where there's just rubble, there is no lasting wall. There is no secure wall left of the tower.
I mean,
There
but
is
no
nothing.
matter where the pressure stops, it's gonna fill in the bottom more, and then the heat's not gonna help. It's gonna definitely weaken the steel down there as well. Like, I mean, if the pressure's gonna go all the way down, and there's still gonna be, and whatever pressure stops whatever floors down, that pressure eventually is gonna be on the very bottom, and the bottom's probably gonna be the.
Wouldn't you think whenever the tower first started falling that pressure would have been released and it would have not completely decimated the fucking tower 100% all the way down to the very last inch of the fucking tower near the bottom?
I mean, it's.
I would think about halfway that pressure would be fucking released. If not, where
Well,
the hell
no,
is it holding
see,
up?
what
Is
I'm
it in a
saying is-
safe? Like,
What I'm saying is, the pressure, it did immediately give in. I'm saying it held the pressure and it tried its hardest to withstand it, but just couldn't at the end of it. You know, especially with the second building after the other one falls, it definitely couldn't hold the pressure after that. You know,
why did
so
the first one fall? Why did the first one fall then? You're
that's what I'm saying.
second one fell
I'm saying the
because
pressure, and you said the second one fell sooner than the first one.
No, I didn't say it fell sooner. I said it fell way. The fire that was burning in the first one was longer than the time between both of the towers falling.
Okay,
Is what
so
I'm
yeah,
saying.
that's what I'm saying. That's why the first
It should
one.
have been equal.
No, the first one held up longer because it was the first hit. Whenever the second and the first one fell first, right? It fell first.
Yeah.
We're in agreement there?
Yeah.
That's why the second one didn't hold up as long. The fire wasn't as burning as long because after that first one fell, it went down as well. Like because
I can
the
see
other one.
what you mean.
Yeah. So the pressure is going to go down, and this first building's trying to hold on to that, and it's trying to keep it up because that's what it's built to do. But the fire keeps raging, and it's definitely not helping that there is all that pressure, and eventually it gives out. And whatever debris, and I mean, I guess, do we know, did it look like an explosion down there? It might have.
There are accounts of first responders saying that they have heard booms, boom, 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 and then towers.
So that could have just been the huge beams
Yeah.
bursting under the pressure.
I can agree with that. Yes, I can.
Yeah.
And
Oh wait, what's the story about Tower 7?
TJ, the thing you linked is
Tower 7 I can't explain.
Tower 7, that shows a smoke cloud surrounding Tower 7 at the base of it. Okay, I don't know. I've never seen that photo before. I'm just going to go on a limb and say it's a real photo. Even then, they confirmed, the official 9/11 Commission confirmed that it was a controlled demolition that brought down World Trade 7. So, if it says right here, igniting fires near the lobby, if World Trade Center 7 had fires near the lobby, how would the demolitionists get up to control demolition of the tower? How would they do that?
Well,
If they couldn't get through the lobby, if they couldn't get inside the building, if it was uncontrollable, and they're like, we need to bring this building down, they're just gonna fucking run through
No,
the fire.
I'm not
after
saying
two-
it was controlled. I just
No,
didn't know
the
that there was
9/11
another
Commission-
tower.
The 9/11 Commission and owners of the World Trade Center have freely admitted that it is controlled demolition for
Oh, they
World
said
Trade
it was
Center stuff
controlled?
because of uncontrollable fires. They're like, this
Ah.
building is destroyed from the inside. We need to bring it down. That's all they said.
All right,
Okay.
so
So what the picture you just sent me just backs up my story because it's
no,
saying
no,
that
no.
the lobby is you
7
can't get in it.
7 I can't explain, but did it say there were fires in the lobby?
Yes, it says igniting fires near the lobby, and you can see the picture is just engulfing the base of World Trade Center 7. I think
could they not put them on the outside of the building?
No, that's not how it
No?
works. You have to get inside and.
What about those robots?
This is 2001, and there's actual.
It's 2001, but I mean.
This is an emergency situation. We just got attacked by quote unquote terrorists, Riker. You think they're gonna take the time to do this? But what I'm saying is, you can't do it with robots for this. You can't do it with robots for this reason because, you need to. From what they said, you have to make sure that the elevator shafts are completely out. There's no elevators in the elevator shafts. They're open because you need that, just like you were talking about, Riker, that pressure to go all the way down to the base of the tower.
Yeah.
So that once it gets down through the elevator shafts that usually are in the middle of the skyscrapers, it expands and, it's from the middle. It's like, fucking you breathe in a lot of air and you can feel it in your chest, you could feel your lungs expanding. It's like that. Your lungs will expand and come open.
Were people dying in that trade center? Were there people in there?
I don't know if there's any reports of them dying, which makes me think that they were evacuated once the first tower fell because usually every building in the surrounding area was evacuated just to be safe. Well, so I don't think there were anybody in there. But
I'm kind of thinking, what if
I'm going to run you through the demolitions scenario, the way they bring down these buildings. They make sure like these things are prepared. They're not emergency situation demolitions.
Yeah.
That never happens. They never do that. When they're going to bring a building down, they have talked about it and looked at the blueprints for months and make sure that it's safe and it's stable. So they get rid of the elevator shafts. I don't know how they did that with robots. And they have to go to the all the supporting panels and like what are those things that you said were making the loud bangs when they were breaking? Supports.
Beams.
Yeah, the beams and the supports. They have to cut those at an angle so that whenever they weaken and the explosions weaken the beams, that the tower comes in from the inside like a V. Because they cut it to where it angles like a V. And if you look at the video, there's videos of World Trade Center 7 coming down. It comes in like a beautiful V, just like you look at any other video of demolitions. So tell me how they already had everything in place to bring down World Trade Center 7. They had the elevator shafts out. They had all these beams cut to a perfect thing. Everything went flawlessly on World Trade Center 7.
All right. So this is definitely a mystery, and I'm on a limb here. Listen, this is gonna sound improbable. Keep an open mind, and I don't even believe it myself.
You can play devil's advocate, man. I don't care. I want everybody's input on this. I'm not trying to,
And this is. I mean, I don't even think this is true, but it could have been coincidence. Now, I know that's improbable, but what if they had been planning this demolition? What if the building they wanted to take it down and they had it all set up, but then planes hit the building, hit the other buildings, and they're like, oh well, we can't cause a panic, they try and cover it up.
I wish you worked for the 9/11 Commission because that would be a better story than what they used.
In controllable fires.
Yeah, because
but they'd been it had been like a secret, not like secret, but like advertised, and it was already evacuated, and all the elevators and everything. It would be more probable
than a few fires brought this fucking building down, and we gotta get rid of it. Damn, what was I gonna say? Wait. Hold on, wait. Okay. And remember, I was talking about the elevator shafts. It is 100% on the website of it's not a World Trade Center website. It's what is it? It's like a construction contracting website that same week were quote unquote elevator modern modernization. They were doing a elevator modernization. They were trying to modernize the elevators inside the Twin Towers. So the elevators were cut off, and you can ask people in their testimonies who were inside the towers and came down. They said we can only use the elevator shafts, and they're like, oh yeah, because it's the tower's like on fire. It said no, because the elevator shafts were already closed. It's not because there was a fire. It's because the fucking elevator shafts have been closed for weeks, and there have been guards making sure nobody goes inside there because they're modernizing the elevators and
All right, so
retrofitting them.
Maybe like if we were going by my story, maybe and no one, maybe they were just keeping it a secret and they were just gonna. Maybe they weren't planning on doing it then, but they had it all set up. They were gonna advertise that, hey, this is what we're doing to World Trade Center 7.
Are you trying to say they were gonna bring down the World Trade Centers?
No, just 7. Just 7. Okay. Like maybe it was deemed unfit, or maybe they just didn't want it anymore, or something like that. And it was just planned. It was government planned to bring it down, just because, I don't know, for some sort of financial reason, maybe they wanted to put something there. But I
mean, they got fucking like 6 other World Trade Centers fucking
around
it.
So and maybe they had all this stuff planned, and they had, like you said, weeks before the elevators closed, and they were prepping, and maybe they were gonna have it all set up, wait a week to tell everyone this is what's going to happen and then do it. But then planes started hitting the buildings and they did it.
That would be a hell of a coincidence. And
it would be, and it would be, but it would still be a better story than the fires.
Yes, I agree. I wish you were on the fucking 9/11 commission for that. You would probably be rich right now.
Or maybe they had it set to a timer, and they had it all evacuated and everything, and it was just, it was just then, and it was a hell of a coincidence, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely should have said. I would have been like, oh yeah, that's what happened to World Trade Center 7. If they would have said, well, we've been planning this. What are you talking about?
Like there was some sort of, unfit structural problem, and
they kind of dug themselves in a hole by saying.
No, there were fires.
Yes,
yeah.
which makes the contradictions just pile up from there, because if they said that and that doesn't conclude with the actual evidence, then
like what you're saying, it's a hell of a coincidence that I'm saying it, but if you had George W. Bush explaining the situation of which I just said in better, bigger, more patriotic words, it would probably sound better. Yeah. Especially better than
if you had 40 writers revising that for you,
Yeah.
You'd be good, man. You'll be a rich man by next week, bro. Trust me.
Yeah, man. I mean,
they'll be sucking your dick, man. But fucking that. You brought up George Bush. Now, have you guys seen the video of George Bush on the day of 9/11?
No.
Oh, when he's reading to the kindergartners?
Yes, he's reading to the kindergartners in Florida. And you can see a Secret Serviceman walk up to him and whisper something in his ear. And
that's what everything in the movies is.
Yeah, he looks kind of baffled, as you would, what the fuck? We're being attacked. We're America. What the fuck you mean? You're kidding, right? This is, wouldn't you think that just let me finish this whole thought. If America was being attacked, we don't know if it's by terrorists, we don't know if it's by another fucking country.
I think I get what you're talking about.
That you would react a little more in a rush to leave that building, not only to save the lives of yourself because you're fucking commander in chief.
I get what you're saying.
Wait.
Let him finish.
But the kindergartners that you're there. If Russia, say, perhaps was planning an attack on American soil, don't you think they're coming for you next, George Bush? Why are you just sitting here that's
especially
weird.
If they're recording it and it was probably planned, maybe even broadcast.
Yeah.
See,
I feel like that was filmed. Oh look, George Bush had nothing to do with it. He was reading to these kids. That's what I feel that whole thing was for. And I feel like he would have rushed the fuck out of that thing. He would have had everybody locked down in that area, and he would have been out of there within seconds. That fucking Secret Serviceman wouldn't even have whispered anything. He would have grabbed the president and fucking ran.
No, okay,
there's no fucking way.
Now, what you're saying makes sense, because whenever the World Trade Centers went down, school, work,
and
everything was, and the Pentagon, school, work, everything was closed and taken, and people were taken home, and there are still stories about, I didn't have to go to school that day, I couldn't play outside that day, in a fucking preschool with the president.
Yes.
That security guard would have tackled the president. Four others would have come in with pistols and pointed them at the fucking kindergartners and ran.
Okay, it's one of these fucking preschoolers, man. They got a fucking gun. They're gonna blow There's no
The
way he would have
teacher's
said
got a
that
knife.
for more than 10 seconds after they heard that. There's
Yeah,
no
no,
way.
they would have been out ya. They would have been
No,
out ya. I agree.
one, okay, that wasn't broadcasted. Two, he said that he didn't want to raise alarm to people
All right,
on
you
why
don't-
he
you
did.
don't-
He did cut his visit short. He
Raise
did
alarm,
leave after
raise
he.
alarm.
Yes,
Yeah.
he does.
Four.
I mean, really,
Three-
I'm not,
okay.
I'm not,
why
I'm
would
not
why
talking
would
about him.
you?
But
Hold on,
the Secret
two
Servicemen-
collapsing
wait.
buildings, 1,000 people, a couple thousand people dead. That's plenty of alarm
Yes,
raised to be able to
yes.
get the fuck out of there.
Not only that, but the Secret Serviceman does not give a fuck about raising alarm. He wants to
Well,
get that president out of
yeah,
there.
that's
as soon as
his
No,
possible.
no,
job
they
is
didn't
to
have
protect
anything
him at any
confirmed.
cost.
They said. He said, like, sir, I believe we were just hit by a terrorist attack. I mean, he didn't see it. He doesn't know. He doesn't confirm. Nobody has any video, like, proof
It
to
was on
show
the
him on
news.
the spot. It was on the news, but did they have a TV in the kindergarten room?
They probably had a TV in the school somewhere. I'm sure if you're a Secret Service
I don't
man,
know,
you
man.
hear
It's
that,
2001.
All right,
I can't
no.
agree with you, CJ. I can't agree with you because it's a Secret Serviceman.
There is a
his
live
job is
news-
to protect the president.
There's a live news broadcast that goes on for
Whether
hours
it's-
out there that shows live the second plane hitting. Now, if you're a Secret Serviceman and you get word that planes are hitting buildings, important ones, like one heading to Washington where the president very well could be, you're going to find any TV. Doesn't matter where you go. You're going to turn on the radio and you're going to listen to the news to confirm it before you go and whisper to the president.
Yeah, but he didn't do that. I mean, it's not his. It's his job to protect the president, but it's not his job to tell the president what to do.
But it's also not his job to judge whether or not this is a threat or an actual fucking incident going on. He's not going in his head like, I wonder if this is real. It might be just a fucking kid, you know.
No, it's his job to let the president know what's going on, and the president decides what he wants to do.
It's his job to protect the president. And when planes are coming into buildings, whether it's if it's a threat, they lock down the president.
Yes, it does not matter. It could have been nothing, you know. But that I bet you if it was a real scenario, and I'm saying it's not, I 100% wholeheartedly agree that or feel that it was an inside job or I just want to say I don't agree with the fucking because I don't know I wasn't there I don't
right.
I'm not inside on anything. I just want to say 100% I don't agree with shit they say about the official story.
All right, so remember that. To the George Bush thing. Remember that that part in Leon the Professional, where he's training.
Somebody threw a fucking shoe at him in a press conference, and fucking Secret Serviceman tackled that dude within a second. So,
exactly. That's a good.
It was
example.
a fucking shoe.
I don't know. Are you Superman? Can you jump from Florida to New York and tackle
No,
a
but
plane?
you can lock down the president.
You can tackle the president
and our country.
Okay, but no. Here's what I'm saying. Remember in Leon the Professional, training her with the sniper rifle, using paintballs. She shoots that important guy. Looks like a political figure. They all crowd around him. They put him on the ground, crowd around him, and pull out their guns. I feel like that's something they should do whenever planes are hitting buildings.
Hey, Mr. President, not to alarm you or anything, but we might be fucked. like, bro, just get me out of here. It's not your fucking. Like, it's not your job to tell me whether it's real or not. It's your job to make sure if it's real, then you did your job. Like, I don't believe that at all.
Yeah. I'm with Sergey on this one. If there were any inconsistencies I agree with, it'd be that one and it'd be Building 11. Or 7.
7, yeah. I can't agree. I mean, I can't put 100% of my weight behind another piece of evidence, but there's a lot of evidence that entail that there were war games. You know, guys know what war games are, like training scenarios that our military goes through to prevent things that actually do happen. To so when they do happen, we're ready. There were numerous fucking wartime scenarios going on that same day, allegedly. I can't confirm this, and there are FAA reports. Like you can hear the actual audio. Blah blah blah. A bunch of official word. We have 2 hijacked planes coming toward New York. Is that real time or war games? I don't know. You know, like we have shit like that. So that makes you think like, who's in charge of the American military? I don't know. Maybe the fucking president. So like if the president has all these,
that's his branch too. Is military.
It all. The thing you were talking about, Riker, it's like coincidence. All the everything lined up perfectly looked like coincidence.
The stars aligned.
Well, Yeah, the stars align. Oh, well, we couldn't scramble F8 or F-16 fighters to the planes because, well, they were in wartime scenarios across the Baltic Sea. You know, like, fucking.
No,
Oh, that's.
they were over the Atlantic, and they got there. I mean, you can in one of the pictures you
Did
can
they get there
see
quick
an
enough?
F-16. You
I'm
can
not
see
saying
an
they didn't get there, but
F-16.
they did not get there quick enough to stop it, right? TJ, the fucking.
They no, they could have if the
But they
plane could
didn't.
see it.
But they
No, no,
didn't.
listen. You're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's an F-16 in the photo as a plane is headed towards the tower.
All right, but if they
Hmm.
know, if you hear
Like he
that
was
audio,
like the planes were there.
all right, but if you hear that
Is that
audio,
after-
that hold on, if you hear that audio, that two hijacked planes are coming to New York. You hear that audio, and one hits a one building of two, and you're an F-16 fighter. Are you telling me you're not looking for a second plane going to the second building?
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Right, TJ, was it, whenever you saw the F-16, was that after the first plane already hit?
I do not know.
Because if it was, that's a
Hold on.
shitty ass F-16 pilot. If he's not, he was like,
Even
oh,
if it
look
was,
at that
even
low-flying
no,
plane.
even if it was after the first plane, if it was before, if you see that dude before the first
Yeah.
plane hit, I mean, the fact that he wasn't looking out for the second one after that is even worse.
If you cannot tell where that plane was headed, you see fucking New York City. If you cannot see a low-flying plane heading toward a huge city, and you're like, he's just gonna scrape right above that. He's not gonna hit nothing.
If
Come on, dude. Like,
if
I
you're
don't believe
flying an F-17 or 16, which one was it?
F6, I would think if it's 2001, probably F-16.
So if you're flying an F-16 in 2001 and you are protecting U.S. soil, and you don't have the common sense to think, oh, two planes, one hit one building, where's
But
the
I
other one
mean,
gonna go?
What's an F-16 gonna do to a passenger plane, really?
shoot it down.
Where into other buildings?
TJ,
I mean,
that's not their concern. Their concern is to shoot it down. If it's a threat, that's if you
I don't know.
Yes,
I think they're probably they might have been thinking collateral. Like why shoot it down
well, if they
over
shoot it down
a city?
all right, if they shoot
What if
it
the
down,
missiles
All right.
miss?
All right,
but
so
listen,
okay.
no, wait. The missiles, okay, the missiles aren't going to miss. It's going straight. It's not a maneuverable plane. It's a pilot. It's a passenger plane. It's meant to go straight land. But so they're shooting guidance missiles at it. I'm not sure if guidance missiles or not. And whatever, if it explodes in the air, that's just debris. That's not two buildings. That's one building and
Yes,
some debris.
exactly.
Or if it does just go down,
I would say
there's a potential that it can go into. I'm not sure how close it was, but into the water.
yeah,
Or into somewhere not as populated as
Yeah.
the place crowded with an already hit building.
DJ, I would say the collateral of fucking the two towers coming down was way more than fucking a plane of 300 passengers going into like a few residential buildings. I think the collateral
Or
is way
exploding
fucking
into
bigger.
an air, on the air.
And okay, so say the F-16 fighter. I don't know why he was flying alone. Usually they fly in platoons, Say he was still there. Okay, the first one crashes. Oh shit, I should have saw that coming. Okay, where are you at now? Did you leave the scene? No, you better be circling the area. But no, another plane comes in and does the same exact fucking thing. How did you let that one by?
Yeah.
Like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Like
I
don't
bet
believe
if
TJ. I
it
don't
was
believe
just
at
an
all.
honest mistake, that dude went home and killed himself that night.
Yeah,
If
I
it
don't
was an
believe it.
honest mistake, he fucking shot himself.
he's the worst, like most poorly trained fucking military individual I've ever fucking
to
seen.
be protecting
Yeah,
the World Trade
I'm trying
Center.
to find where that picture was, but he said that he couldn't find the plane in time, and he couldn't get a lock on it or shoot it down or whatever.
And it's all just those coincidences we were talking
Yeah.
about.
Damn, if you can't find a fucking plane in the air, then you should
A
not be flying
passenger
a fucking
plane.
F-16.
A passenger plane at that.
We're supposed to be flying in enemy airspace. I don't see no damn planes. What y'all on about? I don't see no shit.
What
What
are
you
you
talking
talking
about?
about? Damn.
Like,
man.
that's your fucking job, TJ. I'm like, I don't
What?
know how you believe that. I
What?
don't know.
No. What?
I don't know how you
His
believe
job.
that
If he's
it was
if he's
that he
flying
just missed
around
it.
the World Trade Center that just got hit, it's his job to
One,
protect
why
it
is he
from
there?
another
And two,
plane.
why is he not protecting it?
Yeah. Especially alone, if he is alone.
Yeah,
I mean, and
he said
even
he saw
if he
one, so
wasn't
that's why I assume.
alone.
I've never seen the picture, so
No, I was just going off based on what I saw in that picture.
yeah. But don't you are you standing behind him still, saying that it's not, he has nothing to do with it. He just missed it. Are you standing behind that, TJ? Because
I don't know. I
I
don't
don't know
have
how
enough information to determine whether or not I want to or
the
not.
second plane hit the fucking tower. That's all the information you need. If he was
What?
there, how do you let that second plane hit it?
No. I don't know if it was after the second plane or after the first plane.
Okay, well, if it was after the second plane, then I can see where he couldn't do anything more.
Yeah, he didn't have anything he could do after that.
Hypothetically, if there was a third plane, maybe he would have shot it down. We don't know. All we have is that 2 fucking planes did the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I really do want to say it was after the second plane, because once a first plane hits, I mean, they're not gonna know that it was going there in the first place, right?
So if it was after the second one, then we can just throw that whole argument out of the window, because there were no F-16s. Everybody was scrambled through war game exercises, and my theory stands. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
F-16s get scrambled to fucking the smallest things.
Hey guys.
They get scrambled to the smallest fucking things because the Air Force is on standby. We have no air. We have air superiority. We have so many fucking air units that we run these war games because we have the kind of spare, and we're not in a big war, so we don't need these guys just sitting on base all the time. We need to keep their senses heightened. We need to make sure they're flying around all the time and doing what they got to do. So the fact that we have all these units, we have air superiority, undoubtedly, and we couldn't fucking save these towers or the Pentagon, or I don't know what the one. Oh, the one got brought back from the passengers in Pennsylvania. That's why it went down. But yeah, like, why? It doesn't make any sense, TJ. We're the fucking I would say we're the strongest military right now, a part of the United Nations.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
so
yeah, totally.
Why couldn't we prevent this?
I'd say we're still one of the strongest military forces in the world. Like,
and
we're definitely up there.
Especially
second.
this, because
they're F-15s, by the way.
F-15s, all right. Yeah. I'm gonna Google where the planes took off from, because if we have a notification that these planes have been hijacked, these fucking F-16s better be out as soon as they hear that, So I'm gonna see where the planes that hit.
Yes.
I want to see where they came from, because
if
they came from fucking somewhere, if they didn't come from fucking Manhattan, then these fucking there's no way that the F-16 or F-15s wouldn't have been able to be scrambled to their position.
If I have one thing to say about this conversation, this whole conversation has been a good talk.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Flight 70. Oh, I didn't click that right. Okay. All right. All right, you guys can.
Okay, so yeah, no, I just at 8:46, just as the time the first tower was hit, Nash and Duffy were ordered to scramble. And order begins with engine startup and process that takes about 5 minutes. And radar confirmed they were airborne by 8:53. By that time, however, the World Trade Center's North Tower had already been hit.
Okay.
Does it say where those planes came from?
It says Otis Otis Air National Guard Base in Falmouth, Massachusetts.
All right. I don't know the distance. I'm looking at the distance.
Massachusetts is how far?
It's on the East Coast, right?
Yeah.
All right, so it's about.
Oh, that's pretty far. Actually, no, it's not that far. It takes 3 hours and 38 minutes by car.
All right, and in New York.
Yeah, they came from Boston.
Massachusetts, okay.
Wow,
yeah,
they came from Boston. They probably set up the bombs there.
I mean, it's not a significant amount of distance, but then again, these fucking F-15s go Mach speed, and these jetliners go 500 at max. So
But they were in the air by the time the second one hit anyway. So
that's fine and dandy. But if there was a bomber that we only got radar clearance from when it got over, say, Florida, and it was heading for somewhere in the Midwest, you don't think they would fucking like? Are you? I'm pretty scared if our fucking military can't get there fast enough, because that's what they're saying by that report. Is our military is like, well, we gotta make sure our mirrors, we can see through our mirrors and everything, and our seats adjusted,
All right.
Like,
so for this
well,
point,
no, I mean they have to get up out of bed. They have to get dressed. They have to go up the stairs. They have to get their jet out of the hangar. They have to put their jet on the runway. They have to get in their jet. They have to buckle up, and they have to launch.
Across the continental United States, I fail to believe that there were zero fighters standing by in the air already near the zones that got attacked that couldn't intercept it. I feel like, that's why the wartime thing was there, because, we're going to have all these F-16s flying or F-15s flying around. They're going to get to it before they hit the towers, no doubt, because, there's some, doing patrols around the coast.
Were there wartime things going on?
Yes.
Like that's been confirmed.
Yes, they were all under the Vigilant call sign. It was Vigilant Arrow, Vigilant Eagle, and they were doing wartime scenarios with Russia. Like, not with Russia, but as if Russia attacked us. That's what the scenario was.
Oh,
but
to really argue this Air Force, like what they needed to do before they even got there, we should really get my conservative wrestling coach in here who was in the Air Force for many a year.
Yeah, we can
I'll definitely have to bring this up with him. Yeah.
But okay, TJ, so sucks they couldn't get the first two towers. What about the Pentagon? What about Pennsylvania? Did they
I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about those ones. Like, were they aware that there were planes heading towards those places?
Yes, they have. The FAA has, even in the 9/11 Commission, they've released, the whenever they got hijacked, two of them actually sent out, things when they were going to hijack, and not only that, but the black box. You guys know what a black box is, right?
Yeah,
it's the recovery communications that can always be in the plane, so you know what happens. All the communications, all the flight instruments, what they were doing at the time.
Yeah.
And there are so many calls about, we have a hijacked plane or a threat of a hijacked plane, or we have a plane flying low over this place, or we have a plane flying low over that place. They have so many fucking calls. But the interceptors of the FAA could not scramble jets because they couldn't tell what the fuck was real and what the fuck was a war game. That's the thing. That's why it's such a coincidence and so perfect that everything aligned to happen that day.
Or maybe terrorists did it all. Maybe terrorists were the ones that cut the beams and disguised as construction workers, and maybe they're the ones that knew that they were going to do war games on that day.
They could do it, but
I mean, if they were that organized, we should have lost this war. I think if they were really that organized, CJ, something bigger would have happened than two planes.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I mean, probably.
It's definitely big, but I mean, I feel like if they were sending a plane to Washington and they had all this planned out, they would have just put bombs in Washington, D.C.
Before you guys say what if that, what if this, think about the 9/11 Commission, okay? If the 9/11 Commission, I'm just trying to go against the official story. I'm not trying to go against your guys' theories because, your theories are as much as important as mine. So I'm not trying to throw yours under the bus unless it contradicts with the official story. I'm going against the official story, and the official story doesn't say anything about them being terrorists inside the building, hatching a plan to make it come down after they do a secondary attack on the building. It says nothing about that. So maybe if TJ, you're gonna fucking be a millionaire too if you tell a 9/11 Commission to tell them that story. Oh, there was terrorists already cutting the beams and shit. We couldn't do anything about it. Like, So,
yeah, who knows?
Sorry, I just read something.
I think it's time to move on.
I agree. I think this is gonna be the best fucking podcast so far. I think this is actually a good one.
Best podcast 1 out of 2.
We got a 50-50 thing going on here,
Yeah.
Pretty good ratio.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You hear about the back to gaming about Microsoft wanting to buy Mojang for $2 billion.
Are we really getting off of
I'm-
9/11 that quick?
all right,
Like
do you-
that just
That
no
quick? That
transition?
was almost an
That-
hour.
I
that
know,
was a
but
long-
that no transition though.
All right,
we
well,
went straight.
How are you
from,
gonna
oh,
transition from something like that?
All right, do you guys have any final thoughts on it? We'll just say that. If you guys have any
Alright.
final
Actually,
thoughts,
you
can say
know,
it.
did you see the Pentagon video that I showed you?
Yeah, and I don't see a plane in that. I see a tail
Yeah.
that people can say that that's a tail, but I
You don't
still,
you don't see the jet stream
jet
and
stream.
everything.
Let me see your link again.
Hold on. Let me
I got it. All right.
Yeah,
Jet
you don't-
stream.
It's like the fourth or the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth and sixth.
The thing, TJ, when I was talking about the Pentagon, I'm not saying that the Pentagon wasn't hit by anything. I'm saying the Pentagon was hit by a cruise missile or some type of missile. So that jet stream could easily be from a missile. And
Oh,
the, and
no,
the
but
tail,
then-
and the tail could also be from a cruise missile if you think about it, because that's how they navigate things. They have
Yeah.
more
No, I see where you come
yeah.
from. But then you look at the pictures of all the plane debris.
plane debris. Yeah, I see that. I mean, if okay, how old is the Pentagon? Is
How
older
old?
Is it older than Twin Towers? Because if a fucking plane hit the Twin
I
Towers and
would
brought that
assume
down,
so.
and a plane hit the fucking Pentagon, and it's older than the Twin Towers, but that didn't come down. It only left a few holes in the outer layer of the Pentagon.
few
It didn't.
holes.
It didn't even go through the whole Pentagon, TJ. The Pentagon has a middle circle or a middle Pentagon inside of it. It did not break. It did not pierce that. It went to the first few layers, maybe the first layer only.
Yeah, because the jet was going slower, and because
To
it came in
manage
at an
its speed?
angle.
To manage
Huh?
its speed. To manage its speed.
To manage, what do you mean to manage its speed?
It came in. I mean, to manage its angle and everything. That's
I
why it
don't
went
know
slower.
about that, but probably slower, just so that it it didn't want to hit straight into the ground. It wanted to hit the Pentagon.
Yeah, but we're saying the pressure went right through the building. If it went right through the building, where's that pressure going? It's going to bring down the Pentagon. Is it not, TJ? By your own standards, is the jet fuel not there anymore? Did they waste the jet
What?
fuel in that plane? Because
No,
that's what the
they no.
official story is. The jet fuel weakened the beams, brought it down.
That's
So-
I mean, one, it's a different plane. Two, it's a different day. Well, I don't know
No,
what
it's
the
not a
day thing
different
has to do with
day. It's
it.
the
But
same day.
one, the Twin Towers, I mean, they were standing straight up. This is a Pentagon. It's like flat. It has a bigger base. It's gonna bring down the section that gets hit. It's not gonna bring down the whole thing. Like,
But the
it's not.
section that got hit didn't come down.
Yes, it
the
did.
the face of the building is still intact in that last photo, TJ. There's a few holes, but that's where the plane hit.
What last photo?
The last photo that shows all the measurements and everything.
Oh. I don't know how. I don't know.
All right, yeah, we're gonna get right back on it. So let's just.
No, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
I don't
So,
know.
yeah.
I don't know.
So
So
in
9/11
all of
was
this,
yesterday,
okay.
and we
9/11,
definitely
2
we
days ago
commemorate
technically now.
we commemorate the people who died, obviously, and we're
Yeah.
not trying
We're
to say that those people didn't die, because they definitely did.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And
We're just
it
trying
sucks.
to say
We
that's like
just-
an inside job.
Yeah,
Or...
if you ask me, I'm one of the people that if somebody wrongs me, I can forgive and forget on a dime. I don't care if it doesn't put me back or hurt me in a direct way. I'll say I don't give a fuck. But I cannot do this, because if I have the slightest feeling that my government is corrupt in any way, then I cannot go on without a heavy head, and let my children live in this world and fear that they might go through something even worse that is done by its own government. So that's why I bring it up, even though I'm kind of a person that will just brush it off and say, fuck it, the past is the past. I can't say that with this.
all right. So I yesterday was, or 2 days technically now, was 9/11,
Hmm.
and this year ISIS, the new horrible organization or whatever, that the new terrorist organization was making threats, making claims that all sorts of different things, that they were going to bomb it, that the Malaysian flight was going to come back, even was out there. But and then recently, not so recently, but a year or so ago, Korea, they lost their their person, and the new one came into power, and he was making all sorts of threats and doing bomb tests. But I
It
mean,
failed. Those things failed so
yeah,
horribly.
they couldn't even hit
Those
Guam on a
rockets
good
were as
day.
limp as his dick. Like.
Okay. So we have both of those threats, right?
Yeah.
Both from cell organizations that made
Mhm.
threats that. So I think Putin has openly said that he has atomic bombs 3 times the power as the ones that hit Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
No,
Yeah,
he
so
sure we
probably
do
has.
too, yeah.
No, we do too. But he's a crazy motherfucker.
He's not crazy. He's
Well,
proud. He's too.
okay.
Everybody in Russia and the Russian, except the Russian separatists, they're all so fucking proud.
But
And that's why they won't. That's why they won't agree with the UN. They won't. Agree to these sanctions that are being put on them. They just
Right, but
they're too proud to do what anybody says.
All
They
right,
do
but
what they want.
he's proud, but he's also fucking crazy, dude.
I don't know if he's
He's
crazy.
not crazy. He's not as crazy as Kim Jong Un.
Yeah, I can't compare him to Kim Jong Un or
Well,
Kim Jong Un.
no. We can't compare him to that. But his threats. I mean, I don't really think we should be scared about ISIS. Or, I mean,
No,
we should
we should-
definitely, but we should definitely put our concern more towards equalizing things with Russia, because
Yes.
if any war happens is bad, but a nuclear one, no matter how bad the defeat will be for either side, is going to be bad for both sides.
Yeah.
Even if he sent one rocket over here, I'd rather have the war we have now in Afghanistan than one missile coming over here or one
Yeah.
missile going over there.
That's the
Either
thing,
way, it's
yeah.
too it's
ISIS
too
doesn't
many
have a-
deaths, too horrible of a way.
Yeah, ISIS doesn't have an air presence. It
They
doesn't
don't have anything.
Rockets.
They don't-
Yeah.
They have
It's-
some caves, maybe.
The
Yeah.
the difference between ISIS and the Taliban and ISIS, the only difference is that ISIS has land. ISIS has territory now. The Taliban never had territory. They had to
Yeah.
ask people. They had to
I'm
ask
assuming-
Saudi. They had to ask Afghanistan people and Iran people for territory to
And I'm
construct
assuming
their operations.
ISIS is
ISIS
a bit
has-
more organized, like with
Yeah.
their own ranks and such.
We
as
created
well.
ISIS pretty much. We went in and trained.
Another thing
people.
about Putin.
Yeah.
Is that there is proof, and you can, I mean, the stereotypical weapons they use, that the Russians are actually supplying insurgents in Afghanistan and all that, like ISIS and Taliban and everything. They're supplying them because, I mean, the AK-47, that's a Russian weapon, and that's,
No, but
that's a large
the
weapon
Tali-
used down
the-
there. The
the
Drakenov,
the Taliban has those weapons because Russia invaded Afghanistan in the 70s, I believe. Yeah. And
I
they
mean,
fought
but-
them off just like they fought us off. And you can see Russian tanks there still, and that's
yeah,
how they got all the
they
weaponry.
definitely left their shit there, but
And
you don't think that I mean, whatever they left there, there's definitely a limit to what they left, and I
Yeah.
think that what is it? It's 2014? I think that 13 years later, they would have run out of guns by now. They would have
Well,
run out of resources.
Guns don't
left.
break that easily.
Okay, yeah,
Especially,
but whenever-
Especially the
Okay,
AK-47s.
no, but
yeah.
whenever you go into battle and most of your people die in those war fights with America, do we just leave the guns there for them to come get?
No, because we're not
thing is-
stupid.
the thing
Exactly.
is-
So now with the 11 years of, or what was it? Was it 11? No. Sorry. The 13 years of fighting that's been going on over there. You don't think that with new recruits and the more loss of guns and ammo and all that, you don't think that those supplies, those resources would have run out, especially if we are the area where those are, where the Russians set up camp and left that stuff, especially if we're clearing those out and taking those. You don't think that there has to be some sort of secondhand source that, yeah, the Russians are definitely making it look like that, but now that they're at war with us, I mean, Putin hates us,
We're not.
He,
Yeah.
but now that we're fighting, not at war,
Yeah.
technically, now that there is combat
there's a war
situation.
against terror.
All right.
Quote unquote terror.
Okay,
The terror.
so it's not a war because ISIS isn't a country, Taliban isn't a country, so there's no war going on, and we're working with Afghanistan or whatever. But do you think that the soldier over there, ducking behind cover because 3 people are shooting at him and all of his friends are just now dead, or just died, doesn't think he's at war?
No,
What?
I mean, TJ.
How did this go from
TJ, no.
weapons being not old enough to people not thinking they're in war?
All right, I'm sorry. Okay, so anyway, you don't think that Putin hating America now that these Taliban men are killing our soldiers? You don't think that he'd be like, all right, cool. You guys can use the weapons we left, and we won't give a fuck because we left them there. Y'all use those, but when y'all run out, we're gonna supply a little bit more ammo. We're gonna give you some more guns, and we're gonna give it at half price. I mean, there's got to be some. I mean, there is proof as well that there is some sort of trade-off going on there.
Oh, there probably is.
I can't say that I've heard any overwhelming evidence on that.
No, it's
But
definitely not that big.
I would definitely agree that
That's
it's a smart idea. It's a smart idea of Russia if they want to help out them. But let me run you guys through the confirmed.
That's just a small conspiracy that I have on that situation.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all. Let me run you guys through the confirmed history. This is like not conspiracy. This is in the books. Like after the Cold War, we're brewing shit with Soviets and where there's shit going on, right? After that's off its hind legs, on the heels of the Cold War, Russia, as Soviet Union, invades Afghanistan. Now, the CIA is still kind of at like a spy versus spy thing with Russia because it's just off the heels of the Cold War. So what we're doing as Americans, we're sending CIA agents into we basically don't want Russia to gain the strategic location of Afghanistan and the surrounding areas. So what we do is we send in CIA agents and we train the Taliban and we give them weapons and we say, hey, fight off these guys so later on we don't have to worry about them holding your land. And then we create the Taliban in effect of that because we train these people how to fight. We train these people how to control their land. We gave them weapons, and the Russians dying there gave them weapons as well. Hold up, wait.
No, I'm agreeing.
So
whatever I say is an agreement.
So that's all said and done. Russia, gets out of there. There's still weapons. There's still tactics and everything left behind. Now, when we're going in there, we're fighting the people. We're fighting the people that we created. Russia's doing the same exact thing, saying, "Hey, we don't know what the Americans' true intentions are. If they take Afghanistan and the surrounding areas, then we'll be in trouble because they'll be on that continent." So
that's just proving my point exactly.
Yeah, and
agree. I'm in agreement.
So
and you said it's in the books that we went over there and trained them, right? Okay.
It's not in the books because it's the CIA.
Yeah,
but it is. It's not 100% in the books that the CIA versus the KGB happened, but it did. It's kind of like an unwritten thing that. But the war, between Afghanistan and war, quote unquote, did happen with Russia. So right now, the way ISIS was created was us going back in and Russia doing the exact same thing. So first it was the Taliban from us fighting or us helping combat Russia. Now ISIS is created because fucking it's just vice versa. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the shitstorm in the Middle East that's going on right now. The people, Fox News isn't denying it, but Fox News isn't going to go up and say we created it. But they're sure not denying it. I would like to see somebody, tell Bill O'Reilly, how did they get these weapons?
So, to change the subject a little bit, some do pertain to it, but to change the subject, TJ, before I change the subject, anything you want to throw in or say?
No, I'm good.
Okay, so I've stumbled across while just browsing the internet casually while we have our conversation on Imager some 6-word stories. So stories.
Oh yeah, I've seen these. I've seen these.
So I found these, while we were chilling, and they're 6-word stories. They're stories written in 6 words, and they're deep as fuck.
Yeah,
so
they're heavy.
I'll read them, and some of them pertain to what we were just talking about, war and such, and some of them are just day-to-day things that we can all relate to. So I'm gonna start it off with this one that kind of hits hard. Right. Dad left. A flag came back. It's our 50th. Can't say that word. Table for one. It's our 50th anniversary. Okay. Okay, you got it? All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to make it. Okay. What's your return policy on rings? Ever seen chalk outlines that small? Hit send, then a tree. He hit send, then a tree. He hit send, then a tree.
Hold on. Are these all separate or is this one?
These are all separate.
These are all separate.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Yeah.
Are they hitting you now?
They've been hitting me, but I thought it
Alright.
was one cohesive story,
All
so
right.
I thought, yeah.
Yeah, they're all separate. So, jumped. Then I changed my mind.
Ow. Sucks.
Theory: delete mom from my contacts. Just married. Read it on the shattered windshield.
Reeded.
Read it. Read it.
What was the first thing you
It's
said?
Read the shattered windshield.
Oh.
red.
I said-
The shattered windshield.
Oh, okay. You know what, TJ? If you want to be a fucking prick,
I'm just saying, man.
passengers. This isn't your captain speaking. An only son. A
Damn.
folded flag.
That one.
I'm the captain now.
You
If
just
I was the
couldn't-
pilot, that's what I'd say.
I met my
Passengers.
soul.
I'm
I
captain
met.
now.
I met
Attention
my.
all passengers.
Okay.
I'm
This is
captain.
one we can probably all relate to. Maybe at some point in our life, we thought. I met my soulmate. She didn't.
Damn.
Dang.
This one's.
Every time.
I just saw my reflection blink. That one's
Ooh,
just
what
kind
the
of.
fuck? Hold on, what?
Yeah, I don't.
That one's
I just
creepy,
saw my
dude.
reflection blink.
Dude, that one's creepy, man. That one's some ghost shit that you don't like.
Yeah, no, thank you.
All right.
Oh, hold on. Is it no? I think that's like my kid. I think that's my kid.
What?
I just saw my kid blink. You know?
No,
Like,
I don't
I think
so.
that's what it is. Like, you like
No.
instead of thinking of the kid as somebody else, it's like thinking as the kid as you. So you're like, oh shit, dude, that's me, you know.
I see where you're coming from.
I mean,
I
yeah,
get.
I
That's
can
why
get it if you
I
want to
don't
look.
want to say
If you want to
shit.
dig,
Like,
if you want to dig even deeper into what I've heard that one before, and it's been for like top 10 short creepy stories, and one of them was I just saw my reflection blink. But all right, introduce myself to my mother again today.
Because she has Alzheimer's.
damn. Yeah.
Damn. Mom taught me how to shave. One bullet is a
Oh,
wait,
like, yeah, I get it.
yeah. One bullet is a lifetime supply.
Damn. Suicide.
All right, I don't Voyager still.
Why did you guys laugh? I didn't laugh.
Just the way you said it, you're like, dang, so sad. See, look at that.
Voyager still transmitted, but Earth didn't.
Ouch.
The smallest coffins are the heaviest. Brought roses home. Keys didn't fit.
Wait, say that one again?
What?
Brought roses home. The keys didn't fit.
Damn.
All right, this one kind of. All right.
Yeah.
Strangers, friends, best friends, lovers, strangers.
Yeah, I've heard that one before.
Yeah, Strangers again. Wong Fu Productions.
Goodbye, Mission Control. Thanks for trying.
Damn.
And then the first
Is
comment
that-
is,
Is that a
The fir-
soldier dying?
Huh?
Is that a soldier dying?
that's what I'd assume.
No, that's a space guy dying.
But that's it.
Why would? Well,
Something
I
going
guess.
on.
Mission
but I would
Control?
think Houston.
I think, I mean,
No, I
that,
mean,
or I think it'd be a
They
plane
don't, no,
going down.
all in Houston. I mean, there's one in Florida.
Wanted to upvote, not logged in.
Yes.
The first comment. All right. So those are just my my 6-word stories.
Not yours.
Not that we've all seen. That's what,
Next time you do those, we need to each individual one. We need to say
elaborate
more
on.
than just one thing. Yeah. Instead of just damn, like make it more of a podcasty thing.
6-word stories with 1-word comments.
6-word stories and 1-word comments featuring Riker. So this week's 6-word stories.
This is
So,
the 6-word story corner with your
So
host
dad
Riker.
left. Dad left. A flag came back.
No, we don't need to
Damn.
elaborate on these.
Damn.
No, that's
Damn.
that's two comments. Can't do that.
Saw my reflection blank. Damn. Next one.
Oh damn.
So
Alright, so
next topic. I have a story that I've been
alright.
itching to tell. That
Oh, is
record
this the
doesn't even know
one?
what. This is
Alright,
the
yeah,
what happened at work.
alright.
What?
I
What?
so
Oh
it
shit.
was what was it? This was morning shift, and it was unloading a truck for work, and so I'm going about my business, unloading a truck, and then I managed to take the power jack and completely knock the freezer door off.
Oh my.
I
Oh,
knocked the freezer door off of the freezer cooler
aren't
at my
aren't
job.
those aren't those freezer doors
These
huge as
freezer
fuck?
doors are huge. Yes.
Dude. You
The-
knocked it the entire thing off.
I knocked the whole door off. The whole door. It came off its hinges.
So did you
God
turn
damn.
green or
What?
like did you turn
Did the
green?
Hulk.
Did I? I don't know.
Next time
It-
that happens, look in the fucking mirror, man.
Well,
If
no,
you're, do
no.
your
I think
clothes still fit you? The fuck,
no.
bro?
I think it was because while I was working the power jack, I had barely scraped the door. I think something was already wrong with the door in the first place, but I managed to hit
Yeah,
it,
it wasn't
and
fucking
it.
as
I
strong as
think,
you.
I think the power jack bumped it up, and because we put the door back on, and
Damn,
I
dude.
think because the way the power jack hit it, it just bumped the door up and over a little bit, and so I'm like, oh, that's not good, and I caught the door, and I had to go look at it for a second. I'm like, huh, this is a problem.
Oh my god.
This is a problem.
So are you gonna have to pay for it or?
No,
What do you
no,
mean?
no.
Nah,
We
it's
we,
back
we
on.
we got the door back on.
Yeah, I was
and-
there today and it was back on. It was.
No, it didn't happen yes. It happened earlier this week.
Well,
So yeah, that's my story about having a door, about knocking a freezer door off. These doors are like probably 7 feet by 7 feet.
If I fucking did that, I would go punch the nearest fucking juicer I can see like hey bro, do you lift? Yeah. Bah! Like, I don't know how long this is gonna last, but I want to fucking use it.
I want to use
all the
my
strength I
power.
have.
Yeah, dude.
And
You would
then
have just walk out on the floor, where the cells floor, and you find the biggest mean motherfucker you can see, and you're like, "Hey man, you work out? Yeah, dude." You like pop pop.
well, at least it wouldn't be a security guard.
And
Damn, dude, that's a shot at our security guard. Damn.
click on the last podcast to see what we're talking about.
Shameless
Yeah, yeah.
plug. And then today, this guy he comes and I think it's today. Is either today or yesterday. I actually don't remember now. But he rings
R.I.P.
he
Snoop.
rings our doorbell. I'm like, oh gosh, okay, who's this guy? And I open the door. It's a guy in a suit. I'm like, oh, it's a Jehovah's Witness. No, wasn't a Jehovah's Witness. He's like, hey man, look, I just got promoted. I clean carpets. We're all about the carpets. Like, what do you do to take care of your carpets? And I'm just like, oh, okay, thank you. Just all I ask is that no charge. All I ask is that you go around. Oh, whoa. All I ask is that you go around. Tell your friends about me. I just got promoted, man. I'm just trying to, go around. Get the word out that I'm here and all this. And I'm like, okay, please leave. Thank you. Okay. He's like, well, what kind of carpets do you have in your house? I'm like, we have hardwood floors and rugs. And he's like, oh, okay. Any parents home? I'm like, no. He's, oh, okay. I'm like, okay. Thank you. And when I opened the door, I wanted to be like, I was hoping so bad it was a Jehovah's Witness because I want to be like, do you have a moment to talk about my Lord and Savior Gaben? That would have been the best thing ever.
But they're like, yeah.
But I think it's just so weird that this guy is just so hype about carpets. He's like, what do you do to take care of your carpets, man? Like real talk. Real talk. He shot that pose like he was about to leave, but then he comes back and is like we're about to have a deep conversation about carpets. Like, what kind of fabric do you use? Just thought it was interesting.
So how you guys feel about internet there? How long are we at? What's our time at?
We're coming on strong 2 hours.
Oh shit, yeah. I think
I
that was
think
a
that's
good one.
good. I think that's good.
Yeah.
That was a good
I
one.
do want to end on one more thing.
Yeah.
Mojang might be being bought out by Microsoft for $2 billion.
Mhm.
Damn.
Now, why would Microsoft
Mojang.
Mojang,
Hold on.
the
Mojang.
creators, the
Mohang.
company creator of Minecraft?
They're
Yeah.
Swedish. It's Mohang.
Yeah, it's Mojang.
Alright, so yeah.
We're not hanging anything.
Well, you need to start hanging stuff Mo.
Anyways, now do you think they'd buy Mohang for just Minecraft? Like, is that the reason they're purchasing them?
Well, isn't Minecraft through Java, so they don't care about the engine, right?
Yeah, no, they don't care about engines through Java.
So, fine. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
And it's been like conspiratized that Marcus Pearson Notch went to Microsoft and said, "Hey, I'm looking to sell."
Me?
And then now he's like, "Oh, wow, if we sell, I'm not going to be a part of this company anymore." So yeah, who knows?
Gotta get
It'll
that
be
money.
interesting to see where that goes and how Microsoft buying Minecraft will affect Minecraft on all platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Good talk.
Good talk.
Good talk.
I wonder how much. I bet TJ's is the only one that you can actually hear in the recording.
Why do you say
Good
that?
talk. It's like good talk, and then I say it, but you don't hear it, and then, like you cut off. I'm saying like cut me and him both saying it. That'd be funny.
Why would I cut it?
No,
right,
like
so-
I was saying, if you hit hit the record button to turn off the recording as soon as you said good talk.
Oh no, I don't.
Bro,
No, I didn't start
Alright.
it. No, I was
You know
just gonna
that
say,
meme?
thanks for
You know-
watching. If you're
Well,
made it all the way to the end.
Well, save mine and yours, but cut Rikers off.
Damn.
Put gut and then cut it off. It'll be fun.
Hey.
Fine, you can do it to mine,
No,
but
you
just
can do it. No, you can do it. You
Rikers
can
thing.
cut mine off. I'm fine. I'm fine with that.
I was
But,
just gonna say it'd be more of a comedic effect if he did it, and then I did it, and then you were like,
Yeah.
But you can cut mine off. It don't matter. But you're still
No,
gonna
you
cut
can
Rikers
cut.
off.
You gotta cut mine off. That's fine. But that the what's it called, the white girl problems, or the third world problems, or first world problems, not third world.
White girl, third world,
Third
first
world problems. My
No,
internet doesn't
no, no,
work.
no.
Third world
No.
problem.
Well, okay, so the first world problems girl, you know, the one that's like
My
crying
water
in the
looks
meme?
like dirt.
You know the one, it's the one that's crying in the meme or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the chick.
Hot as fuck in real life, dude.
What?
Hot as fuck in real life, dude.
How do you know?
Because I'm looking at a bunch
Have
of
you seen it
pictures
in real
of the
life?
same. Yeah,
That's a picture.
yeah.
That's not real life.
No, okay.
Is the meme
Hot-
not real life?
hot as fuck when you see her entire body putting on lotion on the beach, you motherfucker.
Oh.
Okay.
How do you know it's her?
Because it look. What the fuck you mean? It's the side by
She's
side
got her
picture.
crying in her bikini, obviously.
Oh, is she crying while putting on lotion?
It's called metal because it's harder than rock. By the way.
I saw. Did you guys see the one on Reddit? What how to prevent metal from rusting?
How?
Let me find it. Hold on.
Here, hold
I
on.
can't
Watch
see it.
watch this one that I just linked. Look at. I mean, not watch it. Look at that one that I just linked. Balls, none.
Balls none.
How many does it cost?
And then that's him in real life, or compared now.
Hmm.
Yes. Found it.
R.I.P. Scoop.
All right.
New York man drowns while saving child from Hudson River.
Orders food. How
Boys-
many does it cost?
Boy's Scoop Coleman managed to hand the little boy who had his autism to another person before he disappeared underwater. The hero managed to hand a little boy with autism to another person before he disappeared underwater. And one man drowned saving blah blah blah. Boy's Scoop Coleman unfortunately lost his life while saving another. Man jumps in to save drowning boy. Saves boy. Begins drowning. No one jumps in to save him.
Damn.
Wow.
Well then, if that, I mean, somebody kept jumping in for everybody, then why would you jump in if you? Hold on, can he not swim? How did he save?
He's black.
So you
Oh.
like Let me run this through my head.
R.I.P.
Okay,
Scoop.
he's
Okay,
drunk.
no, maybe he
I
thought,
can't swim. Fuck it, I'm gonna
bro,
go in.
dude, maybe he thought, I can't swim, but I don't see anyone else fucking jumping in there to save the little kid. The little kid's life is more valuable than mine, and hopefully I'll make it out of there.
Dude, I condemn him even more if he was, or I commend him, not condemn him. I commend him even, but that would be worth. Like, you fucking bitch, you should have jumped in. But I commend him even more if he couldn't swim, because that's even more heroic. That's bravery at its finest. Like,
Hey, he's like, I couldn't swim, but I don't care. I'm saving that fucking kid.
yeah, but my link is how to prevent metal from rusting.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's obviously at a Slipknot concert.
Yeah, dude, and you can't see it, but there's a burning cross in the back.
Is there really?
No.
Oh.
My God, PJ.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Can you guys both promise to favorite this and watch it whenever you get a chance?
I can bookmark. I'll
Yeah,
bookmark it.
Or bookmark it either way. I fucking hate the title because the title makes it sound like one of those fucking confirmed hashtag UFOs landing, man abducted, titties fucked.
What
Like-
was it?
Like, I hate the fucking title, but it's a really good video. Alright,
Remake rare footage and interviewing showing to prove it's all fucking
yeah,
capitalized.
it's like there's no fucking, like,